How YouTube killed cable TV. In 2005, three former PayPal employees registered a domain name that would eventually destroy a $100 billion industry. YouTube launched with a simple promise: broadcast yourself. Meanwhile, cable television executives were counting their money, completely oblivious to the apocalypse brewing in a garage in Menlo Park. Cable TV had survived the rise of VHS, DVD, and even early internet streaming. But they never saw YouTube coming. By 2023, more people would watch YouTube than every cable network combined, marking the completion of the most devastating industry kill shot in media history. This is the story of how three guys with a camera and a crazy idea murdered cable television. The television industry in 2005 looked invincible. Cable companies were pulling in over $60 billion annually from American subscribers alone. The average cable package cost $45 per month and contained 80 channels, most of which viewers never watched. But the industry had a dirty secret. They were hemorrhaging young viewers. In 2005, the average cable TV viewer was already 49 years old, and that number was climbing every year. Meanwhile, broadband internet was exploding. High-speed internet adoption jumped from 37% of U.S. homes in 2004 to 53% in 2005. The perfect storm was brewing, but cable executives were too busy counting subscription fees to notice the clouds gathering. Chad Hurley, Steve Chen, and Jawed Karim launched YouTube in February 2005 with $15,000 and a radical idea: anyone should be able to upload and share videos instantly. The first video, uploaded by Karim on April 23, 2005, was called "Me at the Zoo" and lasted just 19 seconds. Within months, YouTube was processing 8,000 video uploads daily. Cable networks, by contrast, were still operating under the old model. A handful of executives decided what millions of people would watch, when they would watch it, and how much they would pay for the privilege. YouTube flipped this entire paradigm on its head. Instead of 300 channels programmed by corporate suits, YouTube offered infinite channels programmed by anyone with a camera and an internet connection. The first major crack in cable's armor came in 2006 when Google acquired YouTube for $1.65 billion. This wasn't just about money, it was about legitimacy. Google's backing meant YouTube could scale infinitely and compete with traditional media companies. By December 2006, YouTube was streaming over 40 hours of video content every minute. Cable networks were still thinking in terms of 30-minute and 60-minute time slots. YouTube creators were experimenting with 3-minute comedy sketches, 10-minute tutorials, and live streams that lasted for hours. The platform wasn't just offering different content, it was redefining what television could be. The genius of YouTube's kill shot wasn't just technological, it was economic. Cable TV operated on a subscription model that cost consumers an average of $100 per month by 2010. YouTube was completely free to viewers, funded by targeted advertising that was far more effective than cable's shotgun approach. Google's advertising algorithms could serve you ads for camping gear while you watched outdoor adventure videos, while cable TV was still showing the same commercial for breakfast cereal to everyone watching at 9 a.m. YouTube's advertising revenue per viewer was initially lower than cable's subscription fees, but the platform was capturing something more valuable: time and attention. By 2012, YouTube users were watching over 4 billion hours of video monthly, and the average viewing session lasted over 15 minutes. The content revolution hit cable like a freight train. Traditional television required massive budgets, union crews, and distribution deals. A single episode of a cable drama cost anywhere from $2 to $5 million to produce. Meanwhile, YouTubers like PewDiePie were building audiences of millions with nothing more than a webcam and gaming software. Michelle Phan transformed beauty tutorials into a media empire worth hundreds of millions. Smosh became more popular with teenagers than Saturday Night Live, despite having zero corporate backing. These creators weren't just making videos, They were building personal brands and direct relationships with their audiences that cable networks couldn't match. By 2013, 6 of the 10 most popular celebrities among U.S. teenagers were YouTube stars, not traditional TV personalities. Cable's response to the YouTube threat was catastrophically slow and completely tone-deaf. Instead of embracing digital transformation, cable companies doubled down on their failing model. They introduced more expensive premium packages, added more channels nobody wanted, and started charging extra fees for everything from HD service to additional cable boxes. The average cable bill skyrocketed from $61 in 2005 to $123 by 2015. Meanwhile, YouTube was improving at breakneck speed. The platform launched HD video in 2008, live streaming in 2011, and mobile apps that made watching videos anywhere seamless and addictive. Cable companies were still trying to force customers to watch specific shows at specific times, while YouTube's algorithm was learning exactly what each viewer wanted and serving it up instantly. The kill shot accelerated dramatically with the rise of YouTube's mobile dominance. By 2015, over half of YouTube's watch time came from mobile devices. People weren't just watching YouTube instead of TV. They were watching it everywhere that TV couldn't go. Commuters watched YouTube on trains, students watched during lunch breaks, and insomniacs watched in bed without disturbing anyone. Cable TV was chained to living rooms and monthly bills. YouTube was in everyone's pocket, available 24/7 and completely free. The platform was processing over 300 hours of video uploads every minute and generating over 1 billion hours of watch time daily. To put that in perspective, that's more viewing time than the top 50 cable networks combined. The death spiral for cable became undeniable around 2017. Cord cutting, the industry term for canceling cable subscriptions, accelerated from a trickle to a flood. Cable companies lost over 5 million subscribers in 2017 alone, and the bleeding never stopped. By 2020, more American households had canceled cable than kept it. YouTube, meanwhile, reached 2 billion logged-in monthly users, making it larger than the entire global cable television audience. YouTube TV, the platform's answer to traditional cable, offered over 85 channels for $50 monthly, less than half the cost of traditional cable, with none of the equipment fees, contracts, or installation hassles. The final nail in cable's coffin was generational replacement. Viewers aged 18 to 34, the demographic most valuable to advertisers, were spending more time watching YouTube than all cable networks combined. These viewers weren't temporarily abandoning cable. They were never subscribing in the first place. Young adults were building their entire media consumption around YouTube channels, playlists, and creators who understood their interests better than any network executive ever could. Cable's average viewer age climbed past 60, making it a sunset industry serving an aging audience that was literally dying off. Meanwhile, YouTube was capturing new viewers faster than any media platform in history, with over 2 billion people now watching YouTube monthly across every conceivable demographic and geographic market. Today, the industry kill shot is complete. YouTube generates over $28 billion in annual advertising revenue, making it larger than many traditional media conglomerates. The platform hosts over 500 hours of content uploaded every minute, creating an infinite library that makes cable's few hundred channels look pathetic by comparison. Cable subscribers peaked at over 100 million American households in 2010 and have fallen to fewer than 70 million by 2023, with no end to the decline in sight. YouTube's influence extends far beyond entertainment. Politicians launch campaigns on YouTube, businesses depend on YouTube for marketing, and entire educational curricula are built around YouTube content. The platform didn't just kill cable TV, it replaced television itself as the primary medium for moving images and cultural conversation. The YouTube versus cable TV kill shot represents more than just one company destroying an industry. It's the story of how technology democratized media creation and consumption forever. Cable television was built on scarcity, limited channels, limited time slots, and limited access to distribution. YouTube was built on abundance, unlimited creators, unlimited content, and unlimited access for anyone with an internet connection. Three guys with a simple idea managed to topple a $100 billion industry by giving people exactly what cable never could: complete control over what they watched, when they watched it, and who they supported with their attention. Cable TV spent decades telling people what they wanted to watch. YouTube simply asked what they wanted to see and delivered it instantly, for free, forever. That's how you kill an industry.